I'm GamerFitNation's BlackBible.
And it's called a man.
And we're here to review Double Dragon Neon for the PlayStation Network.
We about to get it in.
Do it again, this is how it goes.
Now first off, let me say this, right? I was I can't even talk. I was really happy when I found out they were making a new Double Dragon. Especially when I found it was going to be for the PSN Network. Now, of course, you know, I couldn't wait to get my hands on it, even though I'm busy playing games all the time. But the reason why I couldn't wait is because I'm a big side-scroll beat-em-up fan. Of all the video game genres, I love side-scroll beat-em-ups more than anything. We talk about Double Dragon, Final Fight, Fatal Fury,
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage. That's it. Yeah, Fatal. No, not Fatal Fury. You know what I meant. Go to that. Guardian Heroes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I believe is the king of them. You know, so when I found out that, of course, the iconic legendary game Double Dragon was coming out with one that's going to be like a remix, new, smooth, and everything, I was hyped and happy.
You got a throwback coming to a new school feel right on PlayStation.
Alright, so the best part about this is PlayStation has, like, I guess a 2-week incentive. So Double Dragon just came out like the other day, yeah. And now if you cop Double Dragon within the first 2 weeks, it's free if you have PSN Plus. So that's an extra bonus. And for you who don't have PSN Plus, I'm not sure how much it costs, but I believe it's retailing for what, $10 or $15.
Definitely worth it.
It's worth it. I'm not gonna lie, it's worth it. It's the classic story reimagined.
Yeah.
So you already know, if you played the first Double Dragon, it starts off with Jimmy and Billy, and the girls stand outside, I guess their garage. Some dude comes up, punches in the stomach, and then next thing you know, the classic story of Double Dragon.
Classic case, wrong place, wrong time. Gotta save the girl.
Now, what ends up happening is that instead of being like, you know, some regular game and all that stuff, you basically fight some dudes from space, from Japan, from everywhere. Like, you could, it's crazy.
That's a crazy journey in itself.
Now, the best part, now me and Karl is playing this, and we're gonna show you some gameplay as we speak. But, you know, I refuse to play this game without a partner. So Karl came over, and he said, yo, since he's the mayor of gaming, he's gonna come over and he's gonna give his, you know, approvals or not, you know what I mean? So let Karl tell you a little bit about what he experienced as far as the gameplay before I get back into it.
When I got a touch of this game, it pretty much, the graphics, it was very encouraging to play. You get real enticing, you really want to play, you really want to get your hands onto everything. The colors gives you that old school, like 70s, 80s feel. You just want to jump in. It's got the 90s grunge feel to it. It encouraged me, especially like the variety of fighters, the variety of enemies that you fight, the variety of weapons that you get to use. You get to use a boomerang real quick and pass it to your brother and pass it back. You playing catching the boomerang. That was high.
Yo, that ass, I got a boomerang. Now mind you, I'm a big fan of boomerang. I forgot what game had a boomerang. Was it Ninja Turtles? It was another game. No, it wasn't Ninja Turtles that had the, and you catch it. Well, anyway, I picked up the boomerang, I threw it, it was coming back, so I was hyped. But then, yo, I realized it come back, so I was like, oh, that's whack. And then I realized he caught it. Then he threw it back to me, I caught it. And then I threw it back to him, I was like, oh, and then we had an enemy in the middle, so he was like, bah, bah. Then, what made it even crazier was, like, okay, you play Double Dragon, you play, you know, I'm sure that with old school beat-em-ups, the one thing that was probably a gripe, but you didn't care at the time, but now today's game media, you do care, is the constant button mashing. That one button. That's it. I mean, games like Streets of Rage did try to change it up and add power shots and, you know, Kamehameha and all that stuff, you know, all that type of stuff, but it all goes back to that one button. Whereas with Double Dragon, it has variety, plus it's pretty much a RPG, an action RPG, because you actually have stats, and you can find what we call they have tapes, right?
Yeah.
And with the tapes,
that's your powers. That's your powers. You want to get your songs up. You want to add your little boost to it. Like you get one of the boosters, you get the fireball, you get to amp up your weapons, you get to amp up your fighting power. You get this one power where you get a special. The more hits you give an enemy, the more stronger you get. And I thought that was a pretty cool thing. And one of the things that's in addition to the button mashing is the fact that if you're this is how they you know it's for the players, because you get to prolong the game by protecting your player.
Yep. You get
to protect your player.
A couple of things that shows you that the creators of this game, which is Majesco, really cared about you as a fan when it came to classic beat 'em up style. Number one, if he gets knocked out, right, I have like a certain amount of time I could go over to him and rewind. Like they have this little mini game where pretty much you put a pencil inside like a cassette tape and turn it backwards, which is basically how you can recover him. So therefore, you know how in the corner you have your life and how many lives you have. Instead of him losing one, if I can catch it in time, I can avoid him losing one altogether. Whereas now with the new thing, yo, even if he loses a life, right? And let's say he gets down to 0 and he has no more lives and he's just out of the game, right? Tell him, Karl.
You get to steal your partner's power, his health, just to bring you back in. This way y'all both can earn your health back by fighting your enemies and getting the power. That's what I'm saying. Is
Streets of Rage did that too, right?
I think they did.
Like where, like if you're doing 0, but you used to, that's the funny part, because you used to get mad at your friend because you might have like 1 life left and you're trying to hold that and you say, listen, nah, wait till I beat the stage. And the next thing you know, they steal it. Well, actually, in this game, it kind of promotes the idea of stealing your friend's life.
If it gets you back on the board, you got 2 chances to help each other. Instead of one trying to make it all the way down, like basically it is, you don't want to have a situation where now you're the only boy left, you're the only person left, you only got 1 life, and you got no chance of fighting off like numerous enemies. Now, let somebody borrow your health, both of you guys fight the enemies, and eventually along the way, you get your power-ups. And you get your health.
And that's the hot part. You get, and like you said, you get powers. You get 2 types.
No wasting your quarters hit.
Exactly. You get stat raises, so you can raise up your stats. You can make yourself stronger. You literally can make Billy and Jimmy unique. And then on top of that, instead of having that 1 power up where you might just do a spin hurricane kick, you can shoot fireballs. You could do Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch. I mean,
and it's just crazy. Items from your enemies, which comes in real handy.
Yeah. Oh, and then with mind you, the way you do this is these cassette tapes, right? So every time you find a cassette tape that'll tell you what this little item you could do, and you can add it on. It also plays individual music to kind of fit the mood of that item.
And I won't deny, anytime we see a cassette tape drop, we fight for it.
Yeah, you fight for it because you can also build up that one in particular cassette tape. So let's say if you like the 1-inch punch, you want to make it stronger, you get 10 1-inch punches, and now it's the strongest punch in the game. And that's the whole thing. And you have mad variety. This is what it adds.
Yeah.
And you understand, Majesco has done it. I've been waiting for a beat 'em up for a long time. Haven't you?
You telling me? I've been waiting for this for a while.
Yeah, the boss. Oh yeah, wait. So we were sitting here obsessive about the. Let's talk about the bosses. You automatically
kill again.
Yeah, exactly. you. I don't know if you've seen like the first boss fight, but I'm not sure if that's the last boss. All I know is he's crazy. But the whole thing with boss fights, you're actually really excited to see who you're going to fight next. So, for example, like we fought a boss who looked like a Super Skrull.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And then he had powers that remind you of other people. He was doing Deadpool moves and all that. So he's like, oh snap, this is a fake Super Skrull. But it was fun. It was mad fun.
You get excited, like I said, you get excited, especially when you're playing with 2 people, double dragon. Honest to God, they're trying to bring the high five back to 2012. I swear.
Oh yeah, the interaction. So look,
you get to boost your health up by doing those 1 little specials.
Yeah.
High fives. You get to boost up your power punches just by doing a high five with your partner real quick. It's cool.
Yeah, you do that, and then on top of that, right? Let's say if he says for a high five, as soon as I go for it, he say psych. He can pull back. Or if we do the move the wrong way at the wrong time, we could bump heads, knock each other out.
Yeah.
Yo, this game is one of those games that you felt like it's missing for a while. yeah, you got your Call of Duties, you got your Uncharted, you got all these games, and yeah, they're great. But there's a simple simplicity of it. Like, you know, instead of saying, there's a simplicity that you miss when you grew up as a kid. And that simplicity is the fact that, yo, when you're standing next to your buddy, when you got a group of your friends over after school, you sit there, you grab the game, and you play, and you enjoy it, and you remember these moments that you grew up on. The reason why you even gaming now is for the fact that when you were a kid, you played next to your friends and you got so hyped. The only difference now is since it's online, you know, you don't have to see anybody, but you don't have to be very personal like you were in the past. But this is a fun game. Graphically, it's amazing. The design is crazy. That's why we need to talk about it.
The art is definitely on point. Like, I like the details. Just looking at the artists, just the artwork of what they've been playing. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
If I just had to sit there and put that just as a wallpaper alone, I'd be satisfied.
All I know is, if you're not playing Double Dragon Neon, you sleeping on a very good game. So for all you people who want to complain, if brothers didn't play Psychonauts and all that stuff, or people didn't play, you know, the First Resistance, all those games that you feel like are sleeper titles or whatever. No, Double Dragon Neon will be another title that you might sleep on, and I suggest you buy it, especially if it's free. And even if it's not free, if it's $10, buy this.
Like I said, it's worth every cent. And if you don't hesitate, jump on it now while you still have a chance.
I'm serious. Yeah. Go back to the days where you used to punch your friend. You stole my chicken. Come on, man. You a gamer. Do it. Anyway, we're talking way too much because we're too excited, and we're gonna play the game some more.
Yeah, let's jump back on this game.
All right, so that's Double Dragon.
Get that kill again. I'm at that one.
Oh damn, we didn't even give it like a score. What would you score? I mean, I guess we, you know, what would you score? All right, let's do it this way, right? Since we do, GamerFitNation does a 10 score ranking out of 5. What do you score?
I'm giving it a 9 because
he's out of 5. Yeah.
Out of 5, I'm giving it a 9. I gotta be a
He's taking my score. What the fuck? So I got left a 1? Like, what the hell? Now I'm the asshole of the group.
All right. So I'm going to give it a 5.
All right, I'm going to give it 1,000,000. So our final review score is 1,000,005. Get the game. GamerFitNation. Call the man. BlackBible. We out.
Seal of approval.